Hey, Cosmic Loves, what's up? What's up? Welcome back to another weekly guidance. Always thank you for coming to chill out with me in PersiaRedz space. I hope you got your drink, you got your smoke. I definitely have my drink. Look, y'all, I like to change things up. I drink water and tea all the time, but a little bit of wine ain't never hurt nobody. And y'all don't know what time it is, but not really. Our weekly guidance is for January 24th to the 30th. We are in Aquarius season. We are almost done with January, the first month of winter. We have 2 more months of winter to go through. So, again, taking this time to set the blueprints so that you can reap the things that you've been trying to sow. Year 6, the year of family, the year of domestic duties, getting yourself together. So, and family doesn't necessarily mean blood. You could also be building your tribe right now, your tribe family. So, think about that. Your friends that you think of as family, people that were strangers that you just feel like you've known forever. That's a part of your family. Also, your spiritual family, your squad, your ancestors, your spirit guides. Those are also parts of your family. So, yes, look into all of that this year. Be aware. And let's get into it. So, I want to do an oracle pick from Heal and Reveal. I'm using his Higher Perspective Oracle deck. I love this deck. I didn't show you the box because I use this deck so much that the box is like, don't judge me. And I want to do a small detailer with tarot with my Mystic Mondays, and then I'm going to do a message from spirit, ancestors, and guides for us as a collective. And please remember that astrology isn't supposed to direct your life word for word. It's supposed to give you guidance and show you, like, hey, this may be in your face. Be aware of it. Don't be afraid of it. You know what I'm saying? Just know that there's something you can work on. But this does not rule your life. This helps you guide. It's a life guidance, a spiritual guidance. And it's not the same as horoscopes or anything like that. So, yeah. Take what resonates, and what doesn't, it's not for you, because this is a collective reading. You know what I'm saying? Some of this stuff is for me. Some of this stuff is for them. Some of this stuff is for them. You know what I'm saying? Some of this stuff is for you. So with that being said, let's get into it. Spirit guides, ancestors, let us know what we need to be aware of for this week of January 24th to the 30th. What is something that you want us to know about, to be, consciously aware of? We are thankful for any and all messages that are given, and we ask that we are able to receive them in such a manner that they are clear. Alright, so I am going to do this, and something told me that there is going to be a back of the deck energy with this. So, let's see where I feel pulled to. I feel pulled to this one right here. So this one, y'all will be seeing it first, not I. If I can get it out the pile. The first card is fear, which is interesting. Some of us have a fear of making a connection, a genuine, strong spiritual connection with ourselves, because then we have to hold ourselves accountable for everything that we've done. And though that could be a fearful thing, holding yourself accountable for all the things that you've done and gone through, that you've put into motion, then you can get a good idea of who you are and use it to your advantage, instead of feeling like you're afraid, this is trash, like I can't get it together. Making a connection with yourself builds like your love, it builds your ability to trust in yourself, it builds your faith in your decisions. Yes, sometimes we don't always make the most and best decisions, but that is so we can learn because not everything can be told to us. Sometimes we have to experience. You can't get wisdom without having the knowledge and then experiencing it. So you got to keep that in mind. That fear will do a number on you if you are not careful. Like, I'm also getting that some of you guys had the opportunity to solidify a relationship, and instead of solidifying it, you didn't because you were afraid of what you thought would come through and what would happen. You cannot live in a state of fear. You have to live in a state of understanding and awareness. This fear here will mess you all the way up because some of the things that we are fearing is connected to our blessings and manifestations, and then we're sitting here trying to figure out why we aren't manifesting that money that we asked for, that job that we asked for, and it's because you still have a fear. Whether it is a fear of success, whether it is a fear of connecting with yourself, whether it is a fear of being held accountable, whether it's a fear that you're going to see something and realize something that is so dark and dirty or whatever you feel like it might be, it doesn't matter. Whether it's dark and dirty, whether it's love and light, whether it's light and negative, whether it's dark and positive and primordial, all of it needs to be acknowledged. All of it needs to be, recognized. And we need to be grown up about this. Very grown up about this. Because you're going to feel better once you're able to acknowledge it. It's going to hurt a little bit, some of the dark stuff, but how do you get stronger? What doesn't kill us makes us stronger. Survival of the fittest. You survive your fear, you become stronger. But if you live within it and let it take over, you're not going nowhere. And I was told to keep bottom of the deck energy, so what is the bottom of the deck energy? Is this one? Okay. Abuser. Some of us are fearful because we have been abusing our gifts, and we have also been abusing the people that have been sent here to help us. So now you feel some type of way because you've been abusing these people for you, and you're sitting in fear. Instead of apologizing, instead of changing your behavior, you're living in fear because of something that you did. Now, with that being said, some of us are living in fear of the abusers, meaning there are people that have put us in such a space where we didn't realize it, but we were being abused, whether it was verbal, emotional, or mental, and we've grown what we think is a habit, is a protective barrier, but it's just fear keeping us in some type of state so that we're docile, so that we're not going outside, that we're not shaking up the algorithms of our life, and we're not doing anything like that, and we feel like that's familiar, so that is a good thing, when in all actuality some things that are most familiar are the things that hurt you, because you're not going to go anywhere farther than what's familiar. And what's familiar is not worth the risk anymore because it's not giving you any benefits. It's just putting you in a comfortable space. And sometimes when we're in a comfortable space, everything passes us by. We feel like we've gotten everything we wanted when really we've just settled because of a feeling that we haven't had before, and it's familiar. It's nothing wrong with being in what's familiar, but we got to remember, this week, our fear is going to come to a head because we're also in retrograde, Venus and Mercury. Our fear is going to make us have to look at it, talk to it, acknowledge it, and do everything this week. We are also going to triumph over the abusers, meaning triumphing over ourselves, triumphing over behaviors that was caused by abusive behaviors from childhood. Some of these abusive behaviors have come from relationships, as far as romantic relationships, but a lot of these are coming from things that was done with family that we didn't realize was kind of toxic, and now it's blossomed into something that is toxic, fearful. And then when you go back and look at it, you can see the signs of abuse even if it wasn't intentional. So this is like going to be a healing week from things that have been eating us, eating us, eating at us. Okay, so let's get a description for both cards. Spirit ancestors, let us know about this fear. Let us know about these abusers. What detail can you give to us so that we could be aware of this week, so that we are walking in our purpose? Ooh. Okay, so the first one for fear, the Knight of Pentacles. All right. And for our abuser, Spirit, what can we say about our abuser? Ourselves. Oh, this flipped over inside the deck, y'all. This flipped over inside the deck. Three of Wands. Okay, so we have our Knight of Pentacles for fear and our Three of Wands for our abuser. Okay, so the Knight of Pentacles is talking about like dedication, routine, steady work. This week, being dedicated to yourself and working slowly but steadily on yourself, on this fear, is going to get you through. Because not only are you working steadily, are you paying attention to what's going on, you're not rushing through anything, you are also going through the minute details of what this fear, where it comes from, what it's doing to you. You're paying attention to how your body reacts to this fear, how long has it been there. Now is the time for you to take a look at the things that you value. Because as a knight, you're opening yourself up to new opportunities. You're making sure that you've learned the lessons, and you're taking the lessons that you have learned, and you're putting them into a routine to help you. So with this fear, you're going to have to start a routine to help you get over that hump that the fear has created. This is a time for you to really think and pay attention to the messages that you've been getting, the downloads. You've even been listening to other people, and there are things that they're saying that is resonating with you that you're like, okay, I need to pay attention to that. Use these routines, or use this information to come up with routines that will work for you. Something that works for you, that is steady for you. You don't want nothing quick. You don't want nothing quick. You need that stability, and you need that security within yourself to overcome this fear. And you have everything you need to do it. Like, this Knight of Pentacles is telling you that you are a warrior, and that you're going to be able to fight through this and get through it and create methods, create like a organizational routine or subroutine, or however you want to call it, that is perfect for you. But this fear has to come out first, or you won't know how to deal with it. That is just like one of the downfalls of it. Like, you don't know how to deal with something that you don't let out, or that you've never seen in action, or that you've never come up against. You don't know how it works. Now you do. So now you can take your time and figure out how to maneuver it. This is earth energy. So this is stuff that you value. This is security, stability, slow but sure, paying attention to the details of a situation. This is prosperity. This is property. This is material gain. This is your physical body. So wherever the fear is hitting at, this Knight of Pentacles is letting you know that you got this, and that you do not have to worry. But you have to put in the work and be disciplined, because you know Saturn works with Mercury. Saturn works with Capricorn. Capricorn is an earth sign. Not to say that this is a Capricorn card. I'm not saying that. I'm saying it is an earth sign. But Saturn is dealing with earth sign, and it deals with limitations and being disciplined, knowing your limitations and using that to your best advantage. Your fear is your limitation right now. You need to learn how to use this to your best advantage, to motivate you, to push you forward. And it's going to happen. It's going to happen. That's not even a problem. That's going to happen. With the abuser, you have the Three of Wands. That is a fire. That is our enlightenment. That is our movement. That is our defense. That is what creates something, bringing something into a physical realm from the thought realm or the dream state. And when it comes to the abusers, it's talking about progression. This is talking about anticipation. So you're coming into harmony with things. You're coming into harmony with how you're moving. Now that you've gotten to the fear and you figured out how to start the routines, you're going to realize how to incorporate what you've done to yourself as an abuser and what other people have done to you as an abuser. You're going to be able to incorporate it in such a way that it heals you instead of hinders you. Because remember, this was a back of the deck energy. So this card, even though it says abuser, it is not coming off as a card to let you know that some fuck shit is about to happen. It's letting you know that that part or chapter of your life is no longer in circulation, but now you have enough enlightenment, wisdom, and experience, and you have resources, people, energies that are working with you, trying to create a harmony. They're trying to create a balance. You see that sun in the mountains? Everything is where it's supposed to be. The abuser situation happened because it was supposed to happen, and now you're in a position to take complete control of it, and it's up to you to do it. You have the knowledge, you have the enlightenment, you have the inspiration, you have that fire, you have that push. You know what I mean? You have the motivation. You can anticipate what's going to happen next because you've already gone through all of this. You already know how to go forward. You just have to believe in yourself and trust in yourself. And stop giving yourself and other people power to do negative shit with you. This abuser card does not have to keep coming around at all. It doesn't. It doesn't. You can recognize the signs and knock that shit out the window before it starts to really truly affect your life, where you're feeling some type of way, all this negative energy is around you, you're just feeling like you're being attacked, you're not feeling balanced, you're feeling unstable, you don't feel motivated, you don't feel like you have anything working in your favor. Nah, use that as motivation. Transmutation and transformation of this abuser energy will bring you into harmony, calm, peace, and tranquility. But you have to do it in a way that is conducive to you. You know what works for you. You know what methods do the best for you. So you don't have to worry about figuring that out. You know yourself. And even if you don't know yourself 100%, you know yourself enough. And this is your time, your chance to start getting to know yourself 100%. What better time than during the wintertime, when you don't have to be moving around, rocking and rolling and doing all this other stuff that's going to distract you. You have the time now. Get into it, darlings. Get into it. Do it. With that being said, I want to go into messages from Spirit and see what they had for us for this week that they would like to get across. Thank you, Spirits. Thank you, Gods, for allowing us to have a beautiful reading. What are some last words that you would like to give to us to help us through this week? To give us a confirmation and love. This one fell out. Well, these two fell out. First one is, sorry guys. Take yourself lightly. Your playful spirit is bursting at the seams, ready to laugh, create, explore. If you give your childlike essence permission, what delightful shenanigans might ensue. Angels fly because they take themselves lightly. So get tickled by the divine comedy of life. This goes back into your fear and the abusers. Being that this stuff happened in a childhood trauma-like state, You have to go back to being a child, not acting like a child, being irresponsible, but that uplifting, that loving, that in a way innocent look at life. Take yourself lightly, laugh, dance, get yourself in that energy, get your energy moving and flowing, and look at the joys of the everyday beauty of life. That is what the earth signs work with. They look at the everyday beauty of life, the everyday beauty of art, the everyday beauty of attraction and things value. With fire signs, they're looking at things that are enlightening. They're looking at ways to, air fires up fire. Air feeds fire. So making yourself lighter using air, let it feed your motivation. Let it feed your determination, your anticipation, your progression forward. Let this feed that. Let your laughter feed that. Let your smile and your dance feed into this enlightening fire energy that you have going on this week. Okay. Our second card was, what's the best use of me? Okay. Instead of telling the universe what you want, ask the universe, how best can I serve you? What would you have me do, be, create? What is the best use of me today? I completely understand this, because there are some days when we wake up and we don't understand like what our purpose is, what we're here for, and we're sitting there trying to figure out, and we're running to all these different people trying to figure out what we need, what steps we need to go with next. When in all actuality, why don't you just ask the universe where they need you? Where do they need work? Where do they need someone who is stable, someone who is steady, someone with your gifts? Where do they need you? What do they need you to create? What do they need you to say? What do they need you to do? Who do they need you to be that is within the core person that you are? This week, the universe is going to make it known what they need from you. No cut cards. The thing with that now is, are you going to live up to what they need from you? Are you going to live up to that title that is yours, that you know you can? Or are you going to be lazy? Are you going to procrastinate? And are you going to ask the universe for stuff instead of asking them what do they need from you? Because you ask them and tell them what they need to give you. But have you ever asked to see what the universe needs to correct itself, to balance itself out, to balance your life out, to balance out or to harmonize what it is you need in your life? Something to think about, loves. Like, for real, something to think about. I hope you guys understood what I was trying to say, as always. And this was beautiful. I always love pulling cards, regardless of what they say. I always think it's beautiful. My dogs are going off. Hold on. The other dogs were barking outside. But yeah, like, no matter what these readings say, they're a guidance to us. So take what resonated. And as always, don't forget to like. Don't forget to comment. Your comments make everything better. They mean the world to me. Don't forget to subscribe, because I'll keep on doing this. And don't forget to go to my TikTok. I'll be uploading more TikToks on the astrology and the planetary shifts. And I will see you guys next time. Have an awesome, awesome January. Hey, we in Aquarius season. Okay, I'm done. No more embarrassing you guys. Until next time.